share with you my new typing keyboard. This is the box that it comes in. We're gonna do a little unboxing with some tapping and some pretty outstanding clicking sounds. So, the reason I needed to get a new keyboard was, unfortunately, I went out of town for a few days and I left my window slightly open and it rained all over my desk. So that could have been much worse than it was. The only thing that was completely ruined was some papers and my keyboard, so it wasn't that bad. I had a very simple, very flat membrane keyboard. A membrane keyboard is when there's this sort of flat surface beneath all of the keys, and each key, as you depress it, is, no matter which key it is, it's all pressing down on the same surface inside. Now, mechanical keyboards are different in that each key on the keyboard is its own switch with its own activation. Now, most mechanical keyboards use switches that are called Cherry, made by a company called Cherry, and they organize them by color, the different switches. So different color switches, different effects, and these are the Cherry blue switches. And that means a couple things. So first let's start opening here very quietly. We'll lift this up here. I really like black and red, by the way, so I really enjoy the way they packaged the keyboard. So I'm going to take it out now very carefully. Oh, you can hear a little bit of clicking already, so I'm going to put the box over to the side here. And we will look at the keyboard. So, the switches, in this case, like I said, they're the blue, cherry blue. So that means two things. One, that there's actually a tactile bump as each key responds, so it's not just a straight trip down. It sort of bumps, and then there's also an audible click when the key is fully depressed. So there's the sort of halfway click that you feel, and then the all the way down click that you can hear. Other switches just go straight down with no bump and with no sound. There's basically I think there's a handful of different combinations available, just depending on what you like and what you're going to be typing for. a small keyboard. It doesn't have, if you notice, it doesn't have a numerical pad or any arrows. Instead, all of the alternate keys are printed on sort of the front of the key. And the main, obviously, keys are, they're still printed on the top as well. So there's the top. And then there's the front. So, let's listen to the switch, shall we? So, you can hear right away that it's a pretty loud, clunky click. I really enjoy the sound. It's a very satisfying sound in my opinion. So, you'll see there's this sort of halfway down kind of bump, like a little hump you have to get over when you depress it, and then when you go all the way down there's the audible click. So, that's sort of the halfway down, and then the click. I really enjoy that. Now, there is something else about this keyboard that I think is really cool. So let's look at what that is, shall we? That's it right there. So the keyboard has these really cool LEDs under each key, and they're backlit in a pretty neat effect, I think. And blue doesn't really make any sense, but it looks really cool. Let's see. There we go. Red makes a bit more sense as far as it being like a narrower band of light for us to see. We can see it more readily in the dark. It's the most visible to us on the spectrum is red light. So in the dark, red makes a lot of sense. Blue, I think they just